Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Dragoon Kain. So wow, he is suddenly become good. So let's take a look on his normal form. So first thing that's amazing about him is he has 200% Dragoon and 150% Spirit Killer. Okay, so that's already good enough for killers. And for stats as a Dragoon, he gets 500% jump damage boost, 100% chain modifier cap because he is true double hand, and for true double hand he has 300% true double hand. Okay, so that's really good. And like you know that maximum jump damage is 800%, so you only need 300%, which is very easy to get from his Kain's lance and STMR. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. It is really easy to max his damage, and you can focus on killers after that. And what makes him really good is he is non-premium character, but he can get really high attack stats like premium. So I have said before that Graf is like premium killers, but maybe the real premium killers is Kain, because first he can get 1000 attack from Kain's lance, full upgrade, and his STMR. So 1000 attack from equipment is on par with most premium characters. Okay, and he can chain with absolute mirror of equity, but you don't want to deal with this crappy chain. Okay, very bad damage. The only reason for you to use this is for the imperil, but I think you should rely imperil from other characters. And he can imperil spear, and spear is also main weapon for Dragoon. And the biggest usage of this cooldown ability is this increase 100 times jump damage modifier. So this gonna make his damage almost double. Okay, and yes, because this is really important, because his normal jumping ability only deal 100 times jump damage. So with this cooldown ability you gonna deal 200 times, and with additional 30 times from Kain's lance. So 230 times jump damage, which is equal to 2000, about 2000 damage modifier, which is insane. But again, if you read the news, okay, the news is insane because they gonna upgrade two-handed jumper, because back then, and yes, actually right now, if he doesn't get any upgrade, I can say he is nothing special. Usually we settle with two true dual wield jumper, okay, like Noctis, but now two-handed jumper is back because they gonna multiply the damage between 2.3 to 2.6, which equal to about 4700 times damage. Yes, it is more powerful than premium. You will see later on comparison. Okay, and the main problem from Kain is the cooldown ability, which increase your jump damage modifier, has 10 turns cooldown. I can say that maybe it's not a big problem because the enemy probably gonna die from your jump attack. But let's say if you need extra jumping attack, let's say the enemy has threshold, then yes, you can use his Grandis, okay, to refresh the cooldown for your jump damage boosting ability. Okay, so at that time you can deal damage immediately again, and you can also get 30% lightning and light damage, but again I think you should get it from other characters. Okay, and yes, for you the fast attacker, you may don't like jumper, okay, because it takes turn. Okay, you need, I can say maybe you can deal maximum damage on the third turn using Kain. If you don't like that, then you don't need to worry because his limit burst is also powerful, because yes, okay, you get 80 times damage modifier on the first turn. It is preemptive buff, so you deal amazing damage on the first turn. Let's say you want to clear early dark vision stage easily, Kain is also pretty good. Okay, 230 times. It's better than many LB users because their LB damage only like 200 times, Kain 230 times. And remember, it's really easy to max your limit burst damage too, because he already get 200% yeah, 200% limit burst damage if you equip his STMR. So you get another boost from Kain's lance, etc. Then yes, it's really easy to max his stats. So that's on how you use his normal form, okay? And for Brave Shift form, I can say that it's not much difference, because the main difference between normal and Brave Shift form is the element. For the normal form, you deal lightning elemental, and for the Brave Shift form, you become light elemental attacker, which is great because from what I can remember, we still haven't got premium for those two elements. Okay, very nice. And the limit burst, okay, the limit burst on Brave Shift form is a little bit harder to use because it is 9 hits attack instead of 1 hit, but yes, the last hit deal most damage, so maybe you are okay with that. But again, he is jumper, so you may don't care much about the limit burst. The main complaint for Kain here is it seems that they remove one ability, because when I see Japan wiki, Kain has non-elemental jump attack. And sure, I admit it, if they don't remove that non-elemental attack, Kain gonna be totally broken. Because basically, he's flexible attackers with amazing crazy damage modifier. So they remove it, but really, it means that they nerf Kain on global, right? So correct me if I'm wrong, leave it in the comment if you play Japan version, let me know what happens. But really, this kind of turns me off, but even without that, Kain is still really powerful. Okay, so let's compare him to other characters. So the first comparison is Graf. Okay, so I really love Graf, but yes, as I must admit it. Okay, after the two-handed jump damage update, I'm not sure whether the update is already available on the global or will be available later, but they announced it. Okay, I'm not sure. Announce it with the damage modifier two-handed weapon upgrade. The damage modifier difference is simply insane, guys. 2,700 versus 4,700, so almost double. And Kain also has high first turn damage. For Graf, he still has high first turn damage, okay? But it's not that good as Kain, because Graf main source damage comes from the Day of Collapse. Okay? And Kain also can get benefit from weapon in peril, unlike Graf. But again, if you have pulled Graf, don't be sad, because first, Graf is still flexible. Kain, he's great. He has access to 2 elements, but Graf is flexible. So yes, pretty good. Okay, and if you have Roka, Graf can deal burst damage faster than Kain. If you have Roka, okay, and Kain, I can say that Kain is kind of easy to wield, but also a little bit harder than Graf, because Graf doesn't need weapon, etc. Okay, basically equip the Xenogears equipment, blam, 10,000 attack. But for Kain, it is easy, but still you need to have resources like 100% STMR Mughal and then upgrade your Kain's lance. But that's easy enough, okay? But again, remember, don't take the damage modifier literally, okay? Because remember, Graf attack stats is also almost double Kain's attack stats. So I believe that Gumi won't power creep Graf that fast, okay? Sure, after upgrade, I believe Kain can deal better damage, especially if you optimize his equipment. But Graf is still powerful. And if you have asked me about premium finisher, I can say that against premium finisher, Kain is really the winner. Why? Because first, like you know that premium finisher, usually they only have access to 1 element. But Kain, 2 elements. And remember that one of the biggest advantage for premium character is they have high attack stats. And usually that comes from like vision card, equipment. But this time, Kain has something like that, okay? Kain vision card it is not premium, but it is pretty damn good because it gives him 500 static attack, something that we don't have until now, okay? So I can say that if you maximize your Kain to X+3, his attack stats gonna be close to your premium characters. Usually premium character on X+3 has like 8,000 attack. I can say that Kain probably able to reach that number. Maybe not like 8,000, maybe like 7,500, 7,800. But yes, because of this vision card, Kain is really the real premium killer, okay? I have said Graf is the premium killer. Yes, he is also powerful, but Kain is the real premium killer because of this vision card. Okay? I think that's all you need to know about comparison. Now my conclusion for Kain. So yes, I have badmouthed him on the Should You Summon video, but that's because I don't know about the jump damage upgrade. With this jump damage upgrade, I can say that he is totally insane, and it's like you pull for premium characters. And yes, better you also get the nice vision card if you try to do one step up, okay? So I admit it, okay, I'm kind of tempted to pull for Kain, but like you know that my lapis is not enough, okay, to do that step up. And yes, if you don't pull for Graf, let's say you don't care about Xenogears, you simply search for a normal character, normal finisher, then I can say that this Kain is one of character that you should have. Because I think that Jumper gonna become the meta again. Like you know that they always circling around, okay? Back then, it's like Limit Burst. After that, they jump into Noctis and Arden. And after Noctis and Arden has become leader for damage for quite time, they move to premium finisher. I believe that they move back to Jumper again because some of you say that Richard from Final Fantasy II also improved Kain damage. So yes, I believe that Jumper gonna becomes meta again. Okay, 2 elements, good vision card. So what's not to love about this Kain? I give him 10 out of 10. Okay, really nice. The only downside is I'm not sure whether the upgrade is already available right now or not. But if it is available right now, he is totally broken. But if the upgrade is not available at this point, I'm not sure when Gumi gonna make it available on the global. Maybe they can delay it indefinitely. Sorry, I'm not trying to being negative here. I simply being realistic. Okay, so I'm not sure. Just pull with your own risk. But after upgrade, he is gonna totally awesome. Okay, and maybe another annoying thing is some enemy able to force you while you are jumping. So that's a problem because that means he is really easy to nerf if Gumi wanted. Okay, and when you jump, he cannot take buff. Maybe it's not a big problem, but let's say if you want to, but remember that you want to jump as fast as possible. So preferably on first turn. So you need to have someone who able to give them able to give Kain maximum killers, etc. element, etc. Okay, damage, elemental damage boost. I mean, okay. So you need to do that on the first turn. Because if you jump, let's say on the second, on the third turn, then your damage is gonna be delayed more because it takes 2 turns to land your attack. Okay, but again, jump is also great on some situation because like you know that on dark vision content like that, you usually need to take no damage to reach maximum score. And with jump, you can easily do that. You don't need to worry about defensive equipment or buff. Basically jump, you take no damage. Okay, so yep, I think that's all you need to know about Kain. Thank you very much for watching. If you have the lapis, I can say that yes, he is pretty good. Okay, make sure you spend your STMR Moogle if you don't have resources to make him into X+2 because well, this STMR is pretty good. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye guys.